The rain pounded against the window of my small apartment in Brooklyn, mirroring the storm raging inside me. I had just been fired from my job at the marketing firm, the one I had poured my soul into for 3 years, all because of a merger that deemed me redundant. As tears streamed down my face, my best friend Jordan burst through the door, his concerned eyes locking onto mine, and without a word, he pulled me into a tight embrace that shattered the walls I didn't even know I had built. Jordan had been my rock since college, the guy who always knew how to make me laugh even on the darkest days. We met freshman year at NYU, bonding over late-night study sessions and shared dreams of conquering the city. He was openly gay, confident in a way that inspired me, while I navigated the straight world with its predictable paths, dating women, chasing promotions, fitting into the mold my conservative family from upstate New York expected. But that night, as I sobbed into his shoulder, something shifted. His hands rubbed my back in soothing circles, his voice a soft murmur of reassurance. "It's gonna be okay, Alex. You've got this. We've got this." And then, in a moment that felt both inevitable and shocking, he tilted my chin up, his eyes searching mine for permission, and leaned in to kiss me gently on the lips. I froze, my heart pounding not just from the grief but from the spark that ignited in that kiss. It wasn't forceful or demanding. It was tender, filled with years of unspoken affection. When he pulled back, his face flushed with vulnerability, he whispered, "I'm sorry if that was too much. I've cared about you for so long." I didn't push him away. Instead, I sat there, stunned, as a whirlwind of emotions crashed over me. Confusion, curiosity, and a strange sense of comfort I'd never felt before. The next morning, sunlight filtered through the blinds, casting a warm glow on the disheveled living room. Jordan had crashed on the couch, respecting my space after the kiss. I made coffee, my mind replaying the scene over and over. Was I gay? Bi? Or was this just a reaction to my life falling apart? I had dated women exclusively, like Sarah, my ex from last year who left because I was too focused on work. But Jordan, he was different. He saw me, the real me, flaws and all. We talked over breakfast, the air thick with unspoken questions. Last night, I started, my voice hesitant. It wasn't nothing to me. Jordan's eyes lit up, but he held back. "Alex, I don't want to pressure you. You've got enough on your plate." He was right. Unemployment loomed like a shadow, and now this internal conflict added to the chaos. I spent the day job hunting online, but my thoughts kept drifting to him. By evening, we decided to grab dinner at our favorite diner in the village, a place buzzing with life and diversity that always made me feel alive. As we walked through the streets, hands brushing accidentally, or maybe not, Jordan opened up about his past. "Coming out to my family was hell," he said, his tone matter-of-fact but laced with pain. "My dad disowned me for a year, said I was choosing sin over family." His story hit hard, reminding me of my own parents, devout Catholics who viewed the world in black and white. If they knew about last night, I shuddered at the thought. Dinner turned into a deep conversation about identity and societal pressures. Jordan challenged me gently. "Society tells us who to love, but what if our hearts know better?" I nodded, feeling a pull toward him that scared me. Walking home, under the city lights, I took his hand tentatively. Felt right, natural. But as we reached my door, doubt crept in. What if this was a mistake? What if I was just using him to fill the void? The following weeks blurred into a mix of job interviews and stolen moments with Jordan. I landed a freelance gig writing copy for a startup, which kept me afloat financially but emotionally adrift. Jordan was patient, never pushing for more than I could give. We shared kisses that grew more passionate, hugs that lingered, but I held back from defining us. "I'm figuring it out," I'd say, and he'd smile, though I saw the hurt in his eyes. One evening, after a particularly grueling day, we attended a pride event in the park. The vibrant crowd, flags waving, filled me with envy for their certainty. Jordan fit right in, chatting with friends while I felt like an imposter. A guy from his past approached, flirting openly, and jealousy surged through me. A new, unwelcome emotion. "Who's that?" I asked later, my tone sharper than intended. Jordan laughed. "Jealous, Alex? That's progress." But it wasn't funny to me. It highlighted my indecision. As the month ended, my sister Emily called from home. "Mom and Dad want you to visit for the holidays," she said. The idea terrified me. How could I face them with this secret bubbling inside? Jordan encouraged me. "You don't have to tell them yet, but living a lie eats at you." His words echoed as I booked the train ticket, knowing the trip could force a reckoning. The train ride upstate felt endless, the urban sprawl giving way to rolling hills and quaint towns that screamed normalcy. I stared out the window, Jordan's goodbye kiss still warm on my lips. "Call me if you need to talk," he'd said, his hand squeezing mine. But as the familiar sights of my hometown approached, guilt gnawed at me. Was I betraying my family by exploring this side of myself? Or was I finally being honest? Arriving at the old Victorian house, Mom enveloped me in a hug, her eyes scanning for signs of distress. "You look tired, honey. That city life is wearing you down." Dad clapped me on the back, his gruff voice hiding concern. "Good to have you home, son. We've missed you." Emily, my younger sister, pulled me aside later. "Spill it, Alex. What's going on? You seem different." Over dinner, the conversation turned to politics, as it often did. Dad ranted about the liberal agenda ruining America, specifically targeting LGBTQ rights. "It's unnatural," he declared, fork waving. "God made Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve." I choked on my water, forcing a neutral nod while inside. Rage and fear battled. Mom changed the subject, but the damage was done. That night, in my childhood bed, I texted Jordan, "This is harder than I thought." His reply, "You're stronger than you know. I believe in you." The next day, I helped Dad with yard work, the physical labor a welcome distraction. But when he asked about my love life, I froze. "Seeing anyone special?" he probed. "Nah, just focusing on work." I lied, the words tasting bitter. Emily cornered me later in the kitchen. "You're hiding something. Is it a girl? Or, wait, is it a guy?" Her perceptiveness stunned me. I denied it, but she pressed, "Alex, if it is, you know I'd support you. But Mom and Dad, they're old school." Her words planted a seed of hope, but also amplified my anxiety. Back in the city, Jordan and I grew closer. We spent weekends exploring museums, sharing dreams. One night, cuddled on the couch watching a movie, he confessed, "I love you, Alex. I have for years." My heart soared, but fear held me back. "I care about you too, so much, but I'm scared." He understood, but I saw the toll my hesitation took. Work picked up with a full-time offer from the startup, easing financial stress but not the emotional one. Friends noticed changes. My distraction, the way I lit up mentioning Jordan. At a group hangout, my buddy Mike joked, "You two are like an old married couple." Laughter ensued, but it hit too close. Later, alone with Mike, he asked seriously, "Are you and Jordan?" I admitted the kiss, the feelings. Mike's reaction was mixed. "Man, that's cool if it's you. But be careful. Not everyone will get it." The conflict escalated when Jordan's ex, Chris, reappeared. Chris was charming, openly affectionate in ways I wasn't ready for. At a party, he cornered Jordan, reminiscing about old times. Watching them, insecurity flared. "You deserve someone who's out and proud," I told Jordan later, tears welling. He pulled me close. "I want you, Alex, but you have to want this too." That conversation sparked my first therapy session. The counselor, a kind woman in Midtown, helped unpack my internalized homophobia, rooted in family and society. "It's okay to question," she said, "but denying your truth hurts more." Sessions became a lifeline, pushing me towards self-acceptance. Meanwhile, societal pressures mounted. A news story about a hate crime in the city shook me. A gay couple attacked for holding hands. Jordan shrugged it off. "It's the world we live in, but we fight back with love." His resilience inspired, but terrified me. What if that was us? As holidays approached, I decided to come out to Emily over the phone. "It's Jordan," I confessed. "We're together, sort of." She squealed with support. "I'm happy for you, but be gentle with Mom and Dad." Her encouragement bolstered me, but the real test loomed. One weekend, Jordan suggested a road trip to the Catskills for clarity. Amidst nature's beauty, we hiked, talked deeply. By a serene lake, I kissed him first, pouring in all my budding certainty. "I think I'm falling for you," I admitted. His smile lit up the world. But on the drive back, a call from Mom shattered the peace. "Your father's not well. Come home soon." Rushing back upstate, my mind raced with worry for Dad and the unspoken truths between us. The hospital room smelled of antiseptic, Dad looking frail in the bed after a minor heart scare. "Stress from work," the doctor said. But I knew family tensions played a role. Mom fussed over him, Emily by my side. "He's gonna be fine," she whispered, squeezing my hand. During the visit, Dad pulled me close. "Life's short, son. Don't waste it on regrets." His words hit like a punch. Did he suspect? I spent the week helping at home, bonding in ways we hadn't since childhood. But the charade weighed heavy. One evening, walking with Emily, I confided my plan. "I need to tell them about Jordan." She nodded. "It's time. I'll back you up." The family dinner that night started normally, roast chicken, small talk. Then, heart pounding, I spoke. "There's something I need to share. I'm seeing someone. It's Jordan." Silence fell. Mom's fork clattered. Dad's face hardened. "Jordan? Your friend? But he's..." Mom trailed off. "Gay," Dad finished, voice cold. "And you? Are you saying you're one of them?" The argument erupted. Dad cited Bible verses, calling it a choice, a sin. Mom cried, fearing for my soul. Emily defended, "Love is love. Alex deserves happiness." But Dad's words cut deep. "This family's no place for that lifestyle." I stormed out, tears blurring my vision, driving back to the city in anguish. Jordan waited at my apartment, arms open. "It went badly?" he asked. I nodded, collapsing into him. "They might never accept it." He held me. "Give them time, but you can't live for their approval." His support was everything, yet doubt lingered. Was this worth the pain? Back in therapy, I processed the rejection. "Family wounds run deep," the counselor said. "But healing starts with boundaries." I wrote a letter to my parents, explaining my feelings, hoping for understanding. Weeks passed with no reply, the silence deafening. Meanwhile, Jordan's career as a graphic designer flourished, landing a big client. We celebrated with a quiet dinner, but tension simmered. "I want us to be official," he said. "Out in the world." I hesitated. "I'm trying, but after Dad." He sighed. "I get it, but hiding us hurts too." Social conflicts arose at work. A colleague, overhearing a call with Jordan, made snide remarks. "Didn't peg you for that type." HR intervened, but the microaggressions stung, highlighting workplace biases. Friends divided. Some supportive, others distant, whispering about confusion. A turning point came at a community event for LGBTQ rights. Jordan dragged me along, and amidst speeches and solidarity, I felt a sense of belonging. Speaking to a stranger about my journey, I realized, this is me. That night, I told Jordan, "I'm ready to be us fully." Our kiss sealed it, but challenges loomed. The holidays arrived, and Emily invited me home, saying Mom wanted to talk. Dad was absent, recovering at a relative's. Mom hugged me tightly. "I don't understand, but I love you. Give Dad time." It was progress, bittersweet. But Dad's call days later shattered it. "You're not welcome until you fix this." Heartbroken, I leaned on Jordan, our bond strengthening amid adversity. As winter deepened, a scandal rocked our circle. Mike, my friend, outed another buddy's secret affair, sparking debates on privacy and outing. It mirrored my fears. "What if someone forces my hand with family?" Jordan argued. "Truth sets you free, but timing matters." The incident caused rifts, testing loyalties. Through it all, Jordan's patience waned. I love you, but I need a partner who's all in. His ultimatum forced reflection. Was I ready to choose love over fear? Spring brought renewal, but my internal storm raged on. Jordan and I took a break. Not a breakup, but space to breathe. Figure out what you want, he said, eyes glistening. Living alone again, the apartment felt empty, echoing my isolation. Job stability helped, but emotional turmoil affected focus. Colleagues noticed. You okay, Alex? I'd nod, burying myself in work. Therapy intensified, delving into childhood memories. Dad's rigid expectations, Mom's quiet compliance. You've internalized their views, the counselor noted. Reclaiming your narrative is key. I journaled, exploring attractions I'd ignored, realizing my feelings for Jordan were genuine, not a phase. Reconnecting with Emily, she shared updates. Dad's stubborn, but Mom's reading books on LGBTQ families. Hope flickered. I attended support groups, hearing stories of rejection and reconciliation, fueling my resolve. One evening, scrolling social media, I saw Jordan's post. A photo with friends at a bar, looking happy. Jealousy hit, but also clarity. I missed him terribly. I called, "Can we talk?" We met at our diner, the familiar booth a comfort. I've been thinking, I said. I want us, no more hiding. He smiled warily. What changed? Me, I replied. I'm choosing happiness. We reconciled slowly, rebuilding trust. Dates felt fresh, charged with intention. But societal hurdles persisted. At a family wedding, a cousin's, I went alone, facing questions. No date. Dodging, I felt dishonest. Dad was there, avoiding eye contact, the tension palpable. Mom pulled me aside. He's struggling, but he loves you. Her words mended some wounds. Back in the city, a protest against anti-LGBTQ legislation drew us in. Marching hand in hand, chants echoing, empowered me. But counter-protesters hurled slurs, a reminder of hate's persistence. Jordan squeezed my hand. Together, we're stronger. Work brought a promotion, affirming my worth beyond identity. Sharing the news with Jordan, we celebrated intimately, dinner, walks, deepening connection. Yet, a controversial bill in Congress sparked debates among friends. Some argued for compromise, others for radical change. Jordan's passion inspired. We can't settle for scraps. His activism challenged my complacency. A crisis hit when Dad suffered another health scare. Rushing home, I found him weakened. In a vulnerable moment, he admitted, I don't want to lose you, son. Tears flowed as I replied, then accept me. He didn't agree, but the door cracked open, no outright rejection. Returning to Jordan, I shared the encounter. Progress, he said, hugging me. Our relationship evolved, facing external pressures like housing discrimination rumors in conservative areas. Planning a future, we discussed moving in together, a big step. But doubts resurfaced during a heated argument. You're still half in, Jordan accused. What if family pulls you back? Hurt. I countered. I'm here, aren't I? The fight exposed fears, his of abandonment, mine of loss. Reconciliation came through communication, strengthening us. As summer approached, we vacationed in Provincetown, a haven of acceptance. Amidst the freedom, I proposed, move in with me. His yes sealed our commitment. Yet, back home, a friend's betrayal, spreading rumors about us, tested resilience. Confronting him, I stood firm. My life, my choices. The incident galvanized me, pushing toward full authenticity. With Jordan now sharing my apartment, life felt fuller, more vibrant. Mornings started with coffee and kisses, evenings with shared stories. But integration brought new conflicts. Introducing him to extended friends, reactions varied. Enthusiastic hugs to awkward silences. One couple, longtime acquaintances, distanced themselves, citing differences in values. It stung, highlighting societal divides. Work remained a sanctuary, but a company diversity training sparked controversy. A coworker argued against forced inclusion, igniting debates. I spoke up. It's about equality, not force. The exchange earned respect from some, backlash from others, mirroring broader cultural wars. Family dynamics shifted slowly. Mom visited the city, meeting Jordan over brunch. Nervous, she warmed to his charm. He's lovely, she admitted later. I want you happy. Dad, via phone, remained distant but civil. Emily played mediator, hosting a neutral gathering. At her home, Dad and I talked privately. I don't agree, but you're my son, he grumbled. It wasn't full acceptance, but a truce. Jordan's family, more supportive, embraced me. His mom's hug, welcome to the family. Their warmth contrasted my struggles, but inspired hope. As our anniversary neared, the kiss that started it all, we planned a quiet celebration. Reflecting on the journey, I marveled at growth. From crisis to connection, pain to purpose. But a major conflict arose when Jordan was offered a job in San Francisco. A dream opportunity. It's a big move, he said, but we could start fresh. Panic set in. Leaving New York meant distancing from family, just as bridges mended. What about us here? I asked. Debates ensued, career versus roots, adventure versus stability. The decision weighed heavy, amplifying insecurities. If we go, will you regret it? Jordan probed. If we stay, will you? I countered. Therapy helped navigate, emphasizing compromise. Ultimately, Jordan turned it down. You're my priority. Grateful, I vowed to support his dreams. The choice solidified us but sparked external opinions. Friends calling it sacrifice, others codependency. Societal tensions peaked with a local election. Candidates clashing on LGBTQ rights. We volunteered, canvassing, facing door slams and heartfelt talks. One interaction, a hesitant voter sharing his son's story, reminded me of impact. As the story of us unfolded, I realized love's complexity, beautiful yet fraught with challenges. Jordan's unwavering support taught me self-love, while conflicts forged resilience. In the end, standing on our balcony overlooking the city, Jordan held me close. We've come far, he whispered. I nodded, kissing him under the stars. Was it right to pursue this love despite the societal and familial costs, or should personal happiness always come first?